You
stuck
had
in
a
my
what?
head. Terrible. You know that song, Watermelon Sugar?
Mm-hmm.
It's stuck in my head and it's pretty bad. Sorry, everyone. I didn't want to bring that to everyone's attention because now it's gonna be stuck in your heads. But also,
I forgot to mute myself. Sorry. Alrighty, so yeah, here we are. It is Tuesday. It is Mixing It Up Day. We are excited. We're gonna be doing some stuff with the things and the such and the things. We might see Sifu during the stream. We're not sure yet. As like last we heard, he was leaving the show. He will be in a minute, but we will see. That's not the funniest message ever. Alrighty, so yeah, let's just get this started. I don't know, Chris. You wanna start us off on what have you been mixing?
yeah, I can absolutely do that. Okay. So I just read the Discord and he's like, "Shop, sorry."
Yeah.
Um, okay, yeah. So what I've been mixing. So actually, one thing that I was mixing was I was trying to come up with just like a base, like butterscotch pudding kind of thing that I could like add with
Mm-hmm.
and work from. But basically, just to get like a nice butterscotch pudding, like no custard. It's like just pudding. And so I mixed it up, and then like instantly I knuckled it, and I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'm literally gonna make an apple butterscotch pudding because this tastes really good right now, and with apple, it might be like really good. So that's what I'm actually vaping on right now, and it is actually really good. I'm really liking it a lot. I made it like I want to say that I made it like last Wednesday. It might have been like right after the show. I might even made it late that night. So I've really been enjoying that. And the cool part about it is it's like four flavors.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even like that much, and I'm really liking it. I also wanted to go really hard on that butterscotch ripple because I feel like a lot of people like it, and I just got it. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna mix, with that in mind and go to town. So I made like the regular butterscotch one, and then I just added like my normal kind of apple. I just like toned it way down. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that I put in like 0.75% and like 0.25% of like what I normally do is I'll normally do like double apple and Fuji apple, and so I did that. And the other one, that's the one that I am actually vaping, super good. Another thing that I've been trying to do is I can't remember if I mentioned it on the show or if I mentioned it to you guys like after a show or like in the group chat or whatever. I'm not really sure. But I've been going back to some of the recipes that I made on the show, and I've been making notes and some tweaks. So I've mixed up a couple of ones. So it'd be like a newer generation, I guess, like a newer rendition. So I'm working on the two fruit integration, or not fruit, the Fruitopia mixes that I did. So I
Mm-hmm.
did like the one that's like the blueberry watermelon wisdom kind of thing, and then the other one's like the fruit integration, which is a pineapple apple. Um, so I've been working on those. I haven't actually updated them yet online because I wanted to see if they ended up turning a little bit better than what because I kept like a couple mils of the other ones. So I'm just going off basically a knuckle test right now. But probably tomorrow. I just need like when I really get into something like that, you know what I mean? I need to have like a good palate.
Yeah.
Most of the times by the time I get into it, it's like today, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been vaping since 6:30 this morning. Like my palate is not mint. It's
Yeah.
not good. It like could be worse, but it's not my peak palate. So for me, it's like better if like I have like a early day at work. I can come home. I can not vape that much. I can like get myself organized, make sure I've drank lots of water, whatever else. So that's one thing that I'm going to be doing. Other than that, I've just been trying to like polish some other things, but lots of it has just been flavor testing. I haven't actually been doing any mixing. So I've just been trying to really get some good notes going and stuff like that on some of the recipes that I might not have public, and some that I do have public, just to to make sure that that next step is actually going to be a step up as opposed to a step sideways or a step back. So
Nice.
that's what I've been up to this week. How about you, Mitch?
Um, been kind of busy mixing the last couple days. After my daughter goes to sleep, I've been staying up because I got to send out some packages. I got all of them but one done, and I didn't get a chance to go to the post office today, so I'm hopefully going to be able to go first thing in the morning. But I've been uh, the mixed berry lemonade and raspberry cheesecake, peaches and cream, a little bit of everything. Um, and I'm excited for this recipe because it's going to be using a bunch of new, well, 3 new flavors that just came in. Um, yeah, and I'm excited over the next couple of weeks to play with some of the other new flavors. Hopefully tonight I can take my first crack at that orange creamsicle because those flavors came in. And I think that the sweet orange from Flavor Express is going to go really well with that the TFA orange cream. And then I'm going to incorporate some vanilla ice cream and some other stuff into that to give it a little bit more body. But I think that that's going to work out. I'm excited to mix it. Um, and then I got some other new fruity stuff I'm excited to play with too. Some different passion fruit and guavas, and it was quite the package. It didn't fit in the mailbox. Luckily, I was standing like at the front door waiting for the mail to show up so that I could run out there
Did
and
you
get
order
it
a
because I was
bunch of
excited.
bottles too? Did you order a bunch of bottles?
Uh,
Like
it
empty ones?
was no, no, it was a big bag from Flavor Express, and it was a bunch of 30 mils,
Oh,
and
okay, okay.
like it was it's like 2 full sheets of paper for the invoice on all the different stuff that I got in, and like probably 70% of it's new. Um, but yeah, that's uh that's about it. Just been mixing a lot of normal stuff. Haven't really mixed up anything new yet, so hopefully getting to do that tonight. About you, clown?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, thanks, Anthony. It is a nice shirt. Be pernacious.
Be pernicious. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, I'll do my what have you been mixing. Honestly, at this point, I've just been testing out stuff that we've done over the last couple of weeks. Like last week's apple, I'll be honest, I was really disappointed with it. As a fresh like apples and cream type thing, it worked, but I was going more for like a baked apple, so I'm gonna have to revisit that one at some point. Then on Saturday, me and Chris were able to go on Fresh's show, and that I got to do a black currant ice cream. And dude, I'm digging it. I'm really liking how it came out. It's really good, really fresh, really refreshing, and I am enjoying it. Other than that, just been testing out stuff like the strawberry kiwi tart and things like that. I've just been trying to test them out and see what I can do to actually make them a little bit better, or what notes am I missing, just to like testing it out to get it to where I want it to be, to the peak performance and things like that. And yeah, so I still, like I've been saying, I need to just like buckle down and get some flavorings, but I've been dealing with other stuff, so it is what it is. So you know, yeah.
Dude, I feel the same way. Like I keep on like I've made up a cart a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I can't order from one place, right? So I'm trying to like decide on how much I'm okay with spending. And like I need more bottles because I have one 30 ml bottle after today.
Really.
So that means that I can't really mix anything unless I already like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also there's just all these flavors that I want, man. And like even there's a couple places that I can order from in Canada and they have like a bunch of stuff that I want, but there's still stuff that they don't have. And I want to get stuff from VSO. and it's just like, oh my god, there's like, how much money can I spend? I don't know how much I can spend at once, but I really want everything now. It's the worst feeling.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I mean, it's one of those things. That's why, like, I love going on Fresh's show because you learn so much, and like, it's the whole sponge thing where we just soak it all in. You know, getting all this first-hand experience and stuff. But then the whole time it hurts your wallet because you're like, well, fuck, now I gotta buy some things. It's like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Mitch, we still need to get you on a show, man. But let's see, Sifu, how are you, man?
Yeah, I know.
I am running in circles. Can you hear me fine?
Oh yeah, loud.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I'm able to do our show. And then I got really lucky that I was able to come on Friday.
Yeah.
But that
Got to grab a few more concentrates. Just hang tight.
You get to see
well, I mean, Friday was pretty awesome. Which, if you guys haven't checked, we're all on the green room on Friday. So if you missed it, you can go check it out. And you kind of heard more so like Clown, Mitch, and Sifu's like journey of DIY, because like I've talked about it on the show before. But it was a nice experience. Also, I got to like pump up my boys here, saying that they're kind of pushing me, which I appreciate. So,
oh no, yeah, I had a blast. At some point, I do want to make it to where if we come back on the show, we get some concentrates sent out to the guys and they mix with us.
Oh yeah, for sure, that'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
I might have everything. Sorry, guys. It's been a crazy week since the hurricane. We're part of emergency response team, so we've been helping with the flooding. But mostly we've been sending generators out to that area. So it's been a mad dash to procure all of those generators, and logistics has been a nightmare. So, but I'm happy that I actually made it. I didn't leave the shop until almost 10 o'clock last night. And so it's been rough. So as far as what I've been mixing, it's been nothing. I've mixed nothing.
He's been clearing trees and sending out generators.
Yeah, I did mix. I liked that apple tobacco that I made last week so much. I made a 120 of it. So,
nice.
So that's what I mixed. There you go.
There you go. You got.
My wife is on my case because I need to make her some more of the coconut, and I don't have any devices to vape. It's just I'm a hot mess express, but I'm excited to be here because I didn't think it was going to happen, and now it's happened, and I'm happy to see all of your faces and be with everyone today.
Nice.
Heck yeah, and you're
much needed break from the absolute chaos and stress. And forgive my setup. My normal setup is overtaken, and I'm dealing with this whatever light right here. So please forgive me in the darkness. But
you're
all right,
good, man, you're good. Can you say the whole light thing? So
voodoo donuts ready.
In the other bedroom across from us, we took down the fan, and when my dad rewired it, we think he wired it wrong. So the light strobes like it would the fan. So the lights just keep going like this.
If I can do away with the fan, it's strobing, right?
I just thought he was at a rave.
So in this room, right? This is like my vapor. I have a ceiling. And dude, the ceiling fan here, if I leave just the fan on and turn the lights off, it will phantomly like flicker.
Really?
And I'll be like going like bam, 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 bam. And then eventually it goes on, but it stays like half brightness. Because if you go turn it on, it gets considerably brighter.
Yeah.
But it'll go from like nothing, and then it just like phantomly goes. Sometimes I think it's because I've just vaped so much in here that it's like fuck the wiring. But that's possible because like my computer's like my Xbox sits on my desk like it's 5 years old. There's no way that it's the vapor.
No, I've heard that like PG and stuff can build up in your computer if you like let it sit long enough, but that takes a concern.
I get another vape. I'll be right back.
Yeah, like I feel like if you consistently just like blew vapor at anything, eventually if it's electronic, it might start to not function because if vapor is getting in at it, so will dust. And
Mhm.
what does vapor do? It basically sucks dust. Like it'll just dust touches vapor, it will just fucking stay there.
Yeah.
So you'll just end
For
up
sure.
having like I won't be surprised if eventually my computer runs so hot because there's like dog hair and like VG on the fans and shit. Now that I'm touching like the port, it's kind of stinky. Maybe I need to clean it.
Fair enough. Alrighty, so we were supposed to have our first guest on this show, but mea culpa. I like did everything last minute, and I was like, well, screw it, we'll scratch that for next week. So we will have a guest next week. You know who you are. You're in chat right now. But
And
Actually, he'll be guest number 2. We already established my daughter was the first guest when she was on my lap for our first episode.
very true, very true. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. First mixing guest. How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
So we did like a last minute scramble of what we want to do. Was it Mitch had sent out the suggestion of maybe doing like a cake or a pastry, and we ended up landing on just a pastry, just because like we were still trying to figure out who's got what and all that kind of thing, because not all of us have all the components for like different types of mixes, especially since for the longest time we've just been doing very particular mixing to like our profiles and this and that, and we're still trying to build up our things. And that's where we're talking about how like we need to find a justification for buying all the flavorings we buy. So alrighty, so who wants to go first? I don't know. I called up Chris first last time.
first.
I can
Yeah,
go.
whatever. I can go first if you want. I
Yeah,
can
go for it,
go
man.
last.
No, yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say I did not do a pastry. I did just like a cake. So I decided that I really wanted to try this a long time ago, and I never really did. All I did was a single flavor shot and tried it. And I'm actually vaping what I tried a long time ago, and it's not the greatest. So I'm kind of hoping that whatever I do today is better than just the one shot. So I'm making a cream cheese carrot cake. So basically, it's like a carrot cake with cream cheese icing. Because I fucking love cream cheese icing and I love carrot cake. Those are two things that are just amazing together or separate. I don't think that I'd ever just eat cream cheese icing out of a bowl. Although I bet you when I was a kid, I tried. I just would not do that as an adult.
Yeah.
So my main carrot cake note is carrot cake from Vape Train Australia. Go figure. I put that in at 2%. And then I'll just go through the rest of my list. So then I also put in acetylpyrazine at 0.25%. I put in Lorraine's cream cheese icing at 0.5% because the carrot cake already has a little bit of cream cheese icing, but it doesn't have as much as I like personally. I'm trying something to like build the cake more, to like make it more full. Don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm putting in 0.5% of Flavor Art Joy, and then I'm using 1.5% of Sugar Cookie V1 from Cap. I got 0.5% of Super Sweet, and then I'm putting in 0.5% of Zapola. So it's 5.55% is what this recipe is. I'm hoping that it's not terrible. That's my goal. My goal is to make something better than not bad, because then I can work with that. So that's what I'm working with this week, a cream cheese icing carrot cake. Or I guess it's a carrot cake with cream cheese icing.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Okay, yeah, before we go to the next one, Advocate for Liberty asks what would be the ballpark overall cost from scratch to get a DIY kit, including all the flavorings to recreate the recipes on the show. Dude, that's a fucking question right there, honestly.
Dude, on this show?
Yeah, because we're like 12 episodes in, but that's like 12 recipes right there already. And there's 4
Dude, I
of
feel
us.
like I've already used like over 40 flavorings.
Same here. I rarely reuse flavorings. That's like one crazy thing I never thought about.
Okay, Tim, this is what I'd say. If you were really smart about it, you could probably get everything you needed to get going for $100. But you'd have to like go on ELR, look at some recipes, try to find ones you think that sound good, and buy whatever you need to make those recipes. And then as you move along, then you just pick a few other flavors, or you start to do your research and whatever. It's not like a all in one shot thing. It's like
Yeah, you're looking at what? 12,
Finland
13,
ballpark $75 to get started.
12, 13 bucks, 12, 13 bucks, nicotine, $30, or you can get 125 for what is it? $7, $8 is it for
I think that there's
125?
even places like, doesn't Liquid Barn have like DIY starter kits that come with like
Yes,
additional?
they
Yeah,
They do.
yeah, they have a scale kit. Their scale kit, it'll come with a scale, and it'll come with bottles of the base, which is already pre-mixed 70/30, and then you can buy one shots from them as well. You can add a couple of flavorings, and I think they allow 5 or 6 flavorings with the kit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you can also tag on some of their. They have some one shots. Wayne's line is there. You can get some watermelon or some of that King's custard. And then they also have the Muffin Man stuff and a few other things that are pretty tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Liquid Barn has their own stuff too, I believe, their own one-shot mixes.
Yeah, so you could do it, but this is what I would suggest: is just like, don't jump on it and decide you're going to do it right away. Like, do some research first. Otherwise, you might end up buying stuff that you don't end up using.
Yeah.
I think $100 is like hit the ground running kind of money. I think dabbling, dabbling. I think you could start dabbling with the kit for probably $40 shipped.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you find a recipe, with let's say the one that I have is 5 or 6 flavors, you're looking at $2 to $5 for a 10 ml bottle to try a piece. So you're looking at another 15, $20 plus shipping in there. So yeah, I mean, $100 is, you really get going with $100.
Well, there you go.
So
I mean, even in
I
comics, it's like 75 to 100 to do like a
Yeah.
really massive thing. But again, it
Yeah.
just falls into that is if you're just gonna go full bore into it. But if you just want to start out seriously, like $40 will get you a long way.
Yeah, a long ways. All right.
After hearing Chris talk about adding the Zappola to kind of build his cake, I decided to throw an audible, and I did the same thing.
Copier.
I need to get some Zappola, man.
Well, that's the one thing, like the one side of my recipe that I was kind of that doesn't really have any body to it, because I just used Capella yellow cake.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had thought about doing something like that, but after hearing the way Chris talked about it, I was like, you know what, I definitely need to do that.
Well, with that
So,
being said,
we'll see
Mitch,
how it goes.
Mitch,
Yeah,
you
why
want
don't
to
you
let us
just-
know what you're mixing?
Yeah, why don't you just tell us what you're doing?
Sure. I'm making a cranberry orange cake.
Okay.
Using some Flavor Westy, Flavor Express, sweet orange, a little bit of cinnamon Danish swirl and brown sugar, marshmallow, and then I did, to give it a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of body, I did add a little bit of vanilla custard and a little bit of vanilla ice cream, then the yellow cake, and then 1.5% of the Zappola. I'm excited. Right now I just have the flavors and the PG to get, so hopefully it turns out, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the flavors in the recipe I've never worked with. So we'll see how she goes.
That'll make it interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did before I placed this order, I did do a lot of research on all the flavor I was getting. Spent a lot of time looking through notes on ELR. So, I mean, I kind of have a little bit of an understanding of what I'm getting myself into, but we'll see.
All right, Sifu, what you got the voodoo donuts? You been...
Voodoo donuts. I'm doing voodoo donuts. So it's going to be a fried biscuit dough with powdered sugar, and I'm hoping it's going to come out because I'm like Chris. I got 3 flavors in here that I've not used. So I'm doing a 1/4% of AP, 1% of biscuit from Inuara, lemon Sicily from Flavor Art at a 1/4%. I'm hoping that it, you know, I feel all bakeries should have some type of citrus note. I decided to go with the lemon, and I'm trying what is it? 1-on-1 flavors, the powdered sugar. I've never used this. At 1 1/4. I'm going to go with the TFA Vanilla Custard 2 for body, and I'm going to go with Zapola at 3%. I'm hoping that this has the fried dough because when I smell it, it smells like what I want it. Yeah, that's what I want. So I'm hoping that it works out. And I just realized that I have no super sweet in my mix. So there will be a 0.5% of super sweet in this too. And I'll fix that right now. And I'm excited. I hope it comes out with, like just take a Grand's biscuit, pop a hole in it with a thimble, deep fry that thing in oil, and then cover it with powdered sugar. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Hoodoo donuts. That's what we call them, at least. I guess every Poodoo, Poodoo. A poodoo is basically.
See, and I thought you were just going off of voodoo donuts.
No.
Which we have up in the Northwest.
Poodoo is basically a Cajun slang for like what you would call like a redneck or really, really kind of a backwoods type of Cajun person, like the swamp people. That's poodoo. That's poodoo.
The swamp people, he says.
Swamp people.
Yeah, that's
swamp people.
I'm basically swamp people. I grew up in Forked Island.
So you're like Bobby Boucher. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Do you have a pet gator?
No.
Be a whole lot cooler if you did.
I thought he was gonna say yeah.
No, we did have to chase a bunch of those out of our rice fields though, so they are prevalent. My dad's pond gets them every now and then too. So yeah, I am swamp people, and this is a Cajun tradition. Well, I don't know, it's how we got. I mean, it's not like we had a donut shop where I grew up, you know what I mean? So we just fried up some biscuits. Fried up some biscuits. I am worried about not having a biscuit quality though, because I think biscuit in Inuara is more like an English biscuit. It's more like a cookie, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a little worried about that, but I think the Zapola is going to rise up for the poodoo.
Foosball is the devil.
I know. I read that. I started laughing.
What's that? I can't see the chat.
Was it Addy Tooney?
Foosball is the devil.
Yeah, little girls are the devil.
Benjamin Franklin was the devil.
I invented electricity. Ben Franklin is the devil.
I so love when he tackles the college professors. No Colonel
Oh yeah,
Sanders.
the fucking Colonel Sanders guy.
Yeah.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
They got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
No, Colonel Sanders.
The medulla oblongata.
Oh man.
This powdered sugar smells interesting.
Tom, what are you making?
All right,
You're making?
So since we were on the whole let's make a pastry thing, I started off with like a Danish, and I was like, yeah, let's just make a Danish. That sounds delicious. And then somewhere halfway through it, I was like, dude, I'm gonna throw some fruit in this bitch. So I'm making a mango Danish.
Ooh.
And I'm doing the Bavarian cream from Perillum, cinnamon Danish from TFA, cinnamon roll from FW, cinnamon sugar cookie from TFA, croissant from Wonder Flavors, just to give it a little bit of a butteriness. Then French vanilla cream, and um, then for the fruit, I'm doing the Island Mango from Wonder Flavors, and then the Ripe Pear just to give it a little bit of a boost. We'll see how this comes out. I don't know. Got a point, I feel like I'm overdoing it, but then we're having fun, so you know.
You know what? You don't learn from being safe. Okay?
I know, right?
That is
Right.
literally my message for today. You don't learn from being safe. Sometimes you got to push the limits to know how to come back to a little bit more comfortable zone.
That's your Confucius say for the week.
Yeah, that is like my version of a Confucius say. Man, I gotta find a better way to shake these things up, or I gotta just start underfilling it just a little bit more.
Yeah, some bottles you have to underfill, or you don't have enough air in there to let you
Move
shake
around.
it maybe. Well, I really like these dropper bottles. You always have the air gap on the top to shake it.
Yep.
Like 120 is like right at the top of the lip, right here. So you always have the whole neck. So you always have the whole neck and a little bit right here to shake them up real good.
Mm-hmm.
Show you the whole neck.
I'll show
I
you
think I
some neck.
definitely overfilled it because that's like the only air that's in the bottle. Just like that tiny little bit of fucking air.
Oh yeah, those bottles are I always when I use those I do 25 milliliters in them.
There you go. That's how small that is.
25 milliliters.
I love these bottles though, man. I love dripping from these bottles. Like I love carrying this bottle with me too, because it holds 30 mils and it's so thin. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because
When
I mean,
you just
that
like
I still
grab a
got all
Mac.
that room right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, no, I'd like the unicorn 30s, but damn, at the same time, that really thin opening kind of got on my nerves after a while.
Yeah, I really like these 30s, the ones with the twist tops
Mm-hmm.
that you get from Amazon. You get like a 30 pack for like $5. Love it.
The only thing that I don't like about these is like I pay like 70 cents American a bottle for
It's
these.
expensive.
Yeah, that's.
I know.
But
Because I can get like the shorter ones, like this size, for 45 cents Canadian. So like 30 something, 37 cents, 35 cents. I don't know. They're not that expensive. But for some reason, I get these from Dash Vapes. These are the 30 mils that you can buy from them. And I just really want to be able to find them somewhere else, but I can't.
dude, I'm having a hard time with your name again, and I've been on a couple of shows with you, so I feel like an ass. Dimlin, I get the whole using 15s because you get swamped with juice. Because honestly, I had to like think my process here, and I have like a whole stack of bottles sitting on the shelf next to me with just way too much shit.
Well, here's the thing. For me, if I don't like it, I don't care. I'll fucking pitch it.
Yeah,
There's no harm, no foul, man. Like if it costs me, this is a hobby, you know. Hobbies cost money. So if I create waste, I gotta take that. That's the way that I feel.
that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, like if it's good, I vape it and it'll be gone. Then there's no worries. But if it's not that good and I'm like, ooh, I really need to work on that, I guess this is part of it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm not saying everyone has to be. I just know that I am.
All right, Mitch, you seem to be already vaping yours.
I I feel like I got the cranberry to orange ratio right.
Mm-hmm.
The cake side of things is very faint. It's there. And the vanilla is coming through. But it's when it comes to mixing a recipe like this, it's like, oh, well, I really don't know, and I won't for a week or so at
Right.
least. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I definitely like. I was worried about using the orange and the cranberry and stuff since I'd never used them before, but I'm not. I ain't mad at this. It's pretty good.
I'll be honest, I don't know. Like, the bakery's there, the mango tastes amazing, but I don't know if the whole combination works properly. I'm having complex feelings about this right now. I'm gonna keep vaping on it, but that's where I'm at right now.
I'm gonna tell you guys, I am getting cinnamon out of this.
Yeah, you use Zapola. There's cinnamon. It literally is a picture of like fried dough.
I
with
know,
cinnamon
but
on
it was kind of the closest thing. And the note said that the cinnamon is light, and it is light, but it's
too
killing it for me. It's any hint of cinnamon. I thought it would be more of a fried dough, but
Might need to
yeah,
get
this
you
is
different
not.
fried dough.
Yeah, this is not working for me. I am getting a powdered. The powdered sugar note is coming through,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this is tasting more like a cookie than it is than a donut. I'm missing the dough part. This is I don't know. Maybe it'll steep out. I don't know. You know what? Close the nipple before you shake it.
That's good advice.
Yeah, close the
Very
nipple before you
good
shake it.
advice.
So I I don't know. I'm getting some funky notes from it. This is, I mean, it's not terrible, and I think that it would be successful for some people. It's just
if they like cinnamon
it's
or don't mind.
um it's just not something that I would vape.
It's just not to Sifu standards.
It's good. I mean, no, it's balanced. I could taste the powdered sugar. The little bit of lemon on the back note is nice, but it's a little more of a cookie. Um, I'm getting that bready cookie note. It's more like a sugar cookie than it is a donut.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but Zapola will grow into more of a donut. Like
yeah,
like right off the shake, it's not like
That's
super.
that's what Cloud King Cody says. Sabola's a grower.
it's a grower, not a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's my excuse too. I like that excuse. Like here it is again. Where the knuckle taste. I don't get a lot of cinnamon. The the powdered sugar is really pronounced. It's lovely actually. The powdered sugar note is great. I've never used this concentrate. There's not much information about it, but off the smell, it smells like a powdered sugar glaze. You know, if you take a citrus liquid into powdered sugar to make a glaze, like on a gingerbread, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that type of glaze. I'm getting that kind of note.
Dude,
It's actually
growing on
really
me.
nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of growing,
Yeah.
Well,
this
but
flavor
what
is
else
growing on me.
put in here, seafood?
what's
You
that?
put in Zapola. What else was there? The powdered sugar, Zapola.
AP biscuit, lemon Sicily, vanilla custard 2 for TFA. And the custard is there just for creaminess, and it's working for me. It feels balanced, it feels good, but off the shake, it's a little too spicy. It's too spicy.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that cinnamon.
Let it week. Yeah, if you let it like for a week, it might be all right.
Next week we'll have to visit.
Personally, I love cinnamon, so I would never be upset about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say what I think about mine right now. So, on the knuckle, which I'll just re-knuckle again to bring it back. Like on the knuckle, it honestly tastes a lot like carrot cake, like a nice like spicy, like homemade-y kind of carrot cake, not like a store-bought like Entenmann's fucking carrot cake. I get a lot of the cream cheese icing. When I vape it, it's still really, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but there's too many things in there I think that need to like kind of come to life a little bit, because when you do vape it, there's a reasonable amount of cream cheese icing, which I'm pretty sure is not going to be like right now. If I were to like break it down, I would say that it's like 60% frosting, 40% cake. So I need that to like switch to like 70% cake, 30% frosting, because first of all, I love fucking, like, I love cream cheese icing. Amazing.
Yeah.
But I also kind of cheated. You see, this is the thing, right? So if I re-wick something on a clean Addy, I vape like 2 mils of it on the show, and then I'm letting it sit for like a week. I put it in like my like steep box. I can't save those wicks for a week. They'll be just disgusting.
Yeah.
So I just vape whatever I was vaping dry, and I was vaping like a maple cream cookie on here. So like it took a little bit to like get more to what I was actually vaping. So I guess sometimes it's going to be hard for me to exactly pick up what I'm tasting, because I'm like more often than not, I'm going to be vaping like dry cotton refreshed with whatever I mixed up.
Yeah,
but I like what I taste. It tastes pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take those hardware issues into testing too. You know, sometimes you'll get the, you know, even fresh wicks. I mean, they take a little minute. You know, and then sometimes I'll forget to wash my hands before I touch my cotton, and then it's like, oh crap, I screwed this up. I have to re-wick it, or sometimes I don't feel like it, and then I'm like you, I'll just let it sit. It makes it worse, and you forget that there's bad cotton in there, and you go and dripping something. You're like, ah. It's just like even leaving a tank, you know, if you don't vape it for 3 or 4 days and then you try to grab it, it tastes weird, you know, because it sucks in the moisture from the air.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and it gets all weird.
Yeah.
What does Grim call it? Swamp Addy?
Swamp Addy.
Swamp Addy. I could see that. Condensation.
Well, I'll tell you what, this powdered sugar is good. It's nice. I would suggest everyone grabbing this.
Which one's that one?
1 for 1 powdered sugar.
I might have to pick
Good
that up.
old 1-on-1, baby.
1-on-1 powdered sugar.
Because I was needing a powdered sugar element for something a while back. I can't remember what it was, but I was needing one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this would be good for like a beignet. You know, I just got to find some. But this Sapola, I'm hoping it turns into more donut. I'm trusting the chat that it will, because it's balanced. The mix is balanced. Everything's. I'm not getting any weird notes. But the highlight is this icing element, this powdered sugar element. I think the combination of the super sweet, the powdered sugar, and the lemon Sicily is like a winner. I mean, if somebody would make a lemon donut and you would boost the lemon Sicily, yeah, if you would boost that.
I'm a supporter of that 1-on-1 powdered sugar. Janklin says that she really likes that.
Yeah. So I'm only using 0.25% of the lemon Sicily, and it's like it smells like tart fresh lemonade. You know, it smells like a fresh lemon. Y'all are familiar with that one?
Sapola, though, do you not smell lemon?
No, I don't get much lemon.
Really?
Let me see. I get.
It smells like.
Okay. Yeah.
Lemon. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't even smell any cinnamon. I smell fried dough and a hit of citrus. Like, yeah, now that you say that, I am getting a little lemon from it.
Yes, Advocate for Liberty, thank you. It was for the frosted nuts.
Frosted nuts.
Oh, yeah, you wanted powdered sugar.
I think that I need to pick that up. God damn it.
It's reasonably priced.
Let's just keep getting bigger.
It's reasonably priced.
I can tell you after after smelling all of the flavors that I got in that order, in Batman's Sabores del Encanto, in the guava flaky pastry, it's definitely Capella sweet guava.
Really? Because
I
I
would
haven't had
bet
that one yet.
one of
but
my
I do
arms.
I have the
It,
Capella sweet
the,
guava.
as soon as I smelt it, I was like, that's exactly what that is.
That's one of my staples.
It smell.
Sweet guava is one of my staples.
I'm excited to.
Oh,
I'm
there you
excited
go.
to use that in something.
Apparently, one-on-one beignet is also really good.
They have a beignet.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Dimlin just said
Son of a bitch, I'm in. Yeah, no.
Oh, me too.
I use a lot of sweet guava with the Capella. I love this flavoring. That is some tasty business. I use a lot of it in my mind bender with the cactus. That's a winner. Like 4% of this, 1% of cactus, and then you can just build a banging
Is
cactus
that
flavor
like
from there.
Anawera, like the cactus?
Yes, the Inuera
Man,
cactus.
that stuff right there, like it's good, but it's so peculiar to me.
Oh, I love it.
Like I've used it, and I actually have made a mix, and I actually think that it's pretty good. I have a buddy that's like addicted to it, but like it's still so weird. I have to like if someone passed me a vape, like I guess I wouldn't do it right now, but like before this whole COVID shit, and I would just like hit people's vapes if they gave it to me. And if I didn't know that it had that in there, I'd be like, oh, whoa, and then I'd be like, okay, now that I know it's
it's strong flavoring too. It's strong. Like it's 4-1. Sweet guava is the 4. Cactus is the 1, and it's cactus. It's cactus.
Cloud King Cookie
Interesting.
says one-on-one has some bangers. I like a lot of their stuff. See, you know what? Of the things that I have from them, I do like that creamy, milky undertone.
Yeah, the milky
Like
undertones is
that.
awesome.
Like I remember I used to buy all the time for this one mix. I used to buy the one-on-one sweet strawberry. No, strawberry ripe. It was really good. There's another one that I just recently got. It was good. That marshmallow vanilla. I really like that too. I haven't used the Blazer Dome. Literally looking at it right now, and I've not tried it yet. Maybe it's gonna be good. But see, that's the thing. Like I'm limited. There's the place like Dash Vapes is like where I've said lots of times before, where I buy a lot of my concentrates. I think that they have 9 one-on-one flavors. That's it. I'm assuming that they have a lot more because there's been 2 or 3 just mentioned tonight that they don't carry, and I've never seen.
Dude, I just saw one-on-one chocolate milk. I want to try that, but then if I'm completely flavor blind to chocolate, I don't want to waste my time with it.
Mm.
I'm starting to realize that I can't taste chocolate shit at all.
One chocolate flavor that I've never tried, but I've actually heard good stuff about, was the lava cake from Liquid Barn.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I've never tried it, but I've heard good stuff about it. I've just never been a chocolate vape fan. Maybe I just haven't ran across one that did it for me, but just never really been into it.
No, I had tried that milk. What was it? The Ninja. What was that chocolate milk flavor from Ninja? Ninja Man.
I don't know.
Ninja Man, huh? Yeah, I tried that one. Yeah, and then also, what was that that flavor that Sherlock owns? What was the name of that liquid company? They did the Angel Tear. Hometown Hero. They had their tobacco, their chocolate tobacco. I'm drawing a blank on the name, but that was a good one too. I vaped that one for a little minute, but it was more like tobacco with like a chocolatey kind of overtone. But then it got to a point where it's like, this is gross. I don't know why it hit me all of a sudden, but I guess some flavors do that.
Yeah.
I think that it's also just it's so difficult Because like Dimlin just put, she said, I still haven't gave up on chocolate 25 chocolates later. I haven't really found, like, there's some that I don't mind, but they don't really taste like what I want them to taste like.
Mm-hmm.
Like Glamour chocolate from Mullenberry, it's pretty decent, but it can't do what I want it to do. Like for some reason, I can't make it like I want it. I don't want it to just be like in there. I want it to be like a main note, and it just for me, I can't figure a way to use it as a main note. There's some that I don't mind, but none of them have really like done it for me. And actually, like buying commercial chocolate liquid, like the only ones that I can even think of that are pretty decent are one that's from well, Golden Ticket is okay.
Yeah, golden ticket, right?
It's so harsh on your coils, but and the thing that's weird about it is it's clear. Every chocolate flavoring I have is not clear.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I haven't found whatever they're using. And then there's also a Canadian company that you can get some of their stuff in America, Drip Social, and they had one called like Vape Pocky. Do you guys know like that pot? Those Pocky, they're like
yeah.
I was not a
they're
fan
like
of Pocky. I don't know why.
I like Pocky.
I don't
Pocky.
like
yeah, dude. Oh,
Pocky for the win, dude.
they have like a blueberry acai Pocky. They have a strawberry Pocky, and then they have like a regular one, which is like a milk chocolate, I guess. All of them are super good, but they're all like they're not cotton or coil friendly, really.
Yeah.
Like they're like rewick 3-4 times in a 60 mil kind of liquids, but they taste good. So really, I guess that's how it works for me. If I really like something, I'm okay with rewicking every 15 mils. But if it's just like all right, I don't want to fucking vape it if I have to do it every 15 mils. It's not worth it then.
No, that's kind of a deal breaker for me. If I got to rewick a lot, I like Yig is such a favorite of mine, but man, every 3 days you rewick it? No, thank you.
Oh, Friction said that Noted just did a chocolate milk or milk chocolate last night on DIY or Die. I'm gonna have to look at that recipe, see what they did.
Patty Toonies, a fried dough, and it is banging. That's I'm clicking it. I clicked it. Loomy fried dough.
You get into Loomy ratios. That's gonna be fun.
Dude, okay, you know what's funny?
Egg roll?
All of her like ratios or like numbers in manually. All she has to do is be like, if she wants 1.5%, she can just put in 1.5%, and you just take the total flavor and just drop it by like 0.1, and it'll make all your shit odd. Like she does it the hard way. Because the other day I did that, I like made this mix and I looked at it after and I was like, man, I don't really like how high that flavor percent is. So I dropped it by like 1%, and it made all my fucking shit in there just like 0.73, all these like weird random things. And I was like, this is what Loomy should do instead of doing it all individually.
And so one of the flavors in here is egg roll.
Egg roll.
Oh, okay, Friction.
Health cabin, egg roll. I've never even heard of health. I've never heard of health cabin. Wow.
I'm gonna say that I would totally try like an egg roll vape. Why not?
I want
Dude, I tried
crab
Some shredded carrot on
ragoons. Crab ragoons.
Yeah. All right. So Mullenberry classic Belgian waffle. All right. Yeah, that one looks good. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember this one. Nice.
Egg roll is great. And just for the record, anyone that didn't read what Friction said, he said not recipes, just the individual flavors of chocolate milk, I guess.
Interesting.
Well, that's good because then at least you could find out, like if you had a recipe, right, that you wanted chocolate for that recipe, you could find from what they're talking about maybe the best suited chocolate to what you want to put it into.
Mm-hmm.
fascinating.
You know what? Like, that's the thing, I guess, right? There's so many different ways to get a good recipe. Like, when you hear, like, you know, some people when they're talking, like, they just know certain ways to, like, get off flavor. So it's like, oh, there's no good grape flavors. Oh, if you get, like, whatever, Vape Train, black currant shisha, it tastes like grape. Well, now you know that you don't even need to have a grape flavoring to have a great flavor, and you get to go. Which to me is cool, because you're, like, skipping a lot of that hard work of, like, trying every flavor under the sun, trying to figure out what you want to do, but someone's like, hey, try this.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool, because I mean, that even happened on Saturday, because I wanted to make a raspberry jelly donut. And I said to Fresh, I was like, what can I do to make this jelly? And so he gave me all these options. And he just happened to, the first one he said is something I had. So he said, put in, like, flavor art black currant at, like, 0.25%. It'll jelly that right up. And it did. Like, it was pretty good. The donut part I'm still waiting on, because I just mixed it on Saturday. So it's, once again, in my steepy box. But he said give it about a week and it should really start to get that donut from the flavorings that I used. So my hope is that maybe this Saturday I'll try it out and I got a banging fucking raspberry jelly donut. And if I don't, I'll have something that at least I can vape, because I would have vaped it originally anyways.
Dude, Health Cabin has a purple potato.
Dude, do you think that that's what Mama-san uses?
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I actually love that juice.
Really, man? I didn't think it was as gross as I thought it was gonna be.
The purple
But I
yams.
wasn't like, oh man, I need this. Sammy actually really likes it. He bought like
It's
3 or
like,
4 bottles.
Who is it? Somebody else makes a sweet potato vape. It's so good, dude. I tore through that bottle. Yeah, I don't know. I like the whole purple yams thing, because me and my brother used to go to Japanese restaurants. I always get the purple yam ice cream. That stuff is good.
See, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm assuming that the purple yam is like a sweeter, like it's like a candied yam. Is it like even more sweet than a sweet potato would be? Or is
I
it
guess
similar
I
to?
wouldn't know. I've never had them like in, actual food form, I guess. Like its original state. So I would have to.
Isn't that a
maybe do
sugar
some
beet?
science.
A sugar beet, huh?
What's that?
A purple yam? What do they call that?
Oh, it's a sugar beet?
Maybe. I've never heard that.
Google is your friend.
A maple donut with a hint of bacon. Well, I mean, those taste pretty good when you eat them. I don't know about vaping it.
All right. Well, Sifu Googles that. We're rounding out the last couple of minutes. We're actually over by a little bit. So let's just do our goodbyes and all that jazz. And I don't know, Mitch, take us away here.
Just happy to be back. It's been glad that my daughter cooperated. She slept through the whole show, so that was cool. Yeah, I'm excited to touch base with you guys over this next week and get incorporate some of those new flavors that I got. It was a good show. I'm excited to see what this how this turns out after it has some time to steep, because it's not bad. I kind of like it. I just hope that the cake side comes out more. Yeah, if you guys didn't catch us on Friday in the green room, go back and watch that episode. It was hilarious. And I didn't get a chance to say it. I'm excited. My heavy hitter is finally here.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic too. So yeah. If you want to check out any of my recipes, You can find a lot of them on ELR, or you can shoot me a DM on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the usuals. Yeah, and hopefully I can get those packages out to people to know. I did. Well, messaged me the other day about trying the mixed berry lemonade and cheesecake and stuff. So, yeah, just have a good rest of your week, fellas.
Who you want to pass it to?
Chris, also be parnacious, friends.
All right. Well, I will try to do this while finding my dog off. He's told me that he needs to go outside. Okay, so thanks everybody for tuning in. It was a good episode. I actually think that what I did might be pretty decent. Hopefully it's great. One of these days I'm bound to just like hit one out of the park right away. Like I don't need to like go back and make it better. It's just already like perfect. Might take another 1,000 shows, but that'll happen eventually. All right. Well, I'm not going to say where you can check me out because you can just check me out wherever you want. I will say check out the Green Room Friday nights, Frames Janklin Vapors channel, as well as if you go over to shedtimepodcast.com, you can find a bunch of information on the Green Room, as well as about the Shed Time podcast, which every episode or every Sunday there's a new episode at about 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is pretty often when it goes up. And if you go over to SoundCloud and you follow us on there, you get entered into like a really big giveaway. So I'd suggest you do that, and then you can listen to it wherever you want after that. I will finish it off and just say everybody stay safe, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Take it away, Sifumustache.
Thank you again, guys. It was a great show. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to be here, but I'm glad that I was because I really needed a good break, and it's always fun to hang out with you guys. Normal channels, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebooks. You catch me all on there at Sifumustache. I did add a new flavoring to my line. I did decide to add the coconut lime that we actually made on this show some time back, and I kind of tweaked it a little bit. And after testing it a while, I just decided, it works, and so I added that. And just hit us up on ELR, like our flavorings, leave us a comment, mix them up, give us some feedback. It's always fun to get a little feedback on something, go back, retouch something that we've done, and it helps us improve and helps us expand our palettes and our concentrate collection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one day we're gonna get you liking cinnamon.
The formula for concentrates is N+1, right? It's however many you have plus one. So
Right.
Thanks again, and see you guys next week.
Sweet. Alrighty, as for me, come check me out over on Vaping with the Ohmies on the Vaping with the Ohmies channel at 7 p.m. on Mondays. We're always having a blast. Yesterday we had Eric, Vinyl and Vapor, and Beecher, aka Coil Turn, hang out with us, talk to us about their new e-liquid they just put out. So if you guys want to go check that out, go check out the replay. It was a blast. We had a great time. And other than that, just be on the lookout for any review videos I post whenever I post them, whenever I get around to actually recording and editing and all that fun jazz. And if you guys are interested in coils, liquid, anything like that, hit me up on any of the channels like Instagram, Facebook, Discord if you're on a Discord, and clownvapes@gmail.com if email is your best source. I will say I'm getting into that mouth to lung game, and I'm having actually fun trying to figure this shit out because damn, that little wire is a pain in the ass to fucking do. But other than that, yeah, it's been a blast and we enjoyed our time, and seriously, thank you everybody for joining us and hanging out and all that. So we will catch you guys next week for the next show, and be on the lookout for who our guest is because I'm excited about this, and we will have fun with this said person. So yeah, catch you guys next week, and as always, vape on, mix on. Woo!